This video is for section 1.4. This is the first part of the video. Notice how this first slide says to get colored pencils. Probably a good idea to use color. We're going to use color in the presentation, so if you're not taking notes on your iPad, it's probably not a bad idea to have colored pencils with you so you can write on the hard copy of your notes. Trying to swipe to the next slide there. That's not working so good. All right, so let's do this. Okay, so we're looking at conditional statements and their converses. This is section 1.4. And I'm still not swiping. In mathematics, you're going to come across many if-then statements. For example, here's an if-then statement. If a number is even, then it is divisible by 2. That's called an if-then statement because both the word if and then are in the statement. You can also call if-then statements conditional statements. Conditional statements have two parts. The part that follows the word if is called the hypothesis. And notice how hypothesis is in blue. The part that follows the word then is the conclusion. And notice how we have conclusion as red. So if we go back to our first example, the words that come after the word if would be a number is even. I'm going to underline that once. That is our hypothesis. The blue words are the hypothesis. The words that come after then are the conclusion. So I'm going to underline it is divisible by 2 twice. That's how we're going to identify hypothesis and conclusion. You can also identify it just by rewriting it, but that's going to take some time. So underlining is a lot easier, it's quicker, it's more efficient. Underline your hypothesis once, underline your conclusion twice. Now, here's a point of emphasis for you. The word if and the word then just indicate where the hypothesis and the conclusion live. The word if is not part of the hypothesis. The word then is not part of the conclusion. If it is Saturday, then Alyssa plays soccer. That's a conditional statement. We have it color-coded for you to help you. The first example says to identify the hypothesis and the conclusion from the conditional statement above. If you want to write them out, you can. But what we're going to do is just underline. We're going to underline the hypothesis one time. It is Saturday. We're going to underline the conclusion twice. Alyssa plays soccer. That's all you have to do there. Every once in a while, you're going to see this same statement written a different way. So these statements are other forms of the conditional above. Alyssa plays soccer if it is Saturday. Notice how the hypothesis in this statement is at the end of the statement, but it's still after the word if. Every Saturday, Alyssa plays soccer. That's going to mean the same thing as the other two. Notice how the word if and the word then aren't even in the statement. So Saturday, that's our hypothesis. Alyssa playing soccer is our conclusion. You're going to see why that's important to learn and understand in our next video.